For the guests on the scoreboard, here are Jared Hamill's Huntington North Vikings. Leading off and playing left field, number 10, Marcus Winter. The right fielder, number 19, Wes Huff. Catching this morning will be number 6, Isaac Wilson. On the mound, number 1, Cole Martz. At shortstop, number 2, Landon Moreland. Over at third base, number 9, Lawson Doyle. At first base, number 25, Brady Harris. The DH will be number 22, Jace Gunn. Starting at second base will be number 4, Sam Story. And the center fielder, batting ninth, number 12, Jimmy Linker. And now here's the starting lineup for Nick Biles' Homestead Spartans. Second baseman, number 8, Caleb Bradford. The third baseman, number 5, Alex Graber. Catching and batting third, number 2, Bryce Yoder. Batting cleanup, the DH, number 1, Logan Tuttle. The center fielder, number 3, Jake Goody. Over at first base, number 15, Brady Minnick. The right fielder, number 12, Justin Goskowitz. At shortstop, number 16, Luke Nysonger. And the left fielder will be number 6, Johnny Ankenbrook. Starting on the mound for the Spartans will be number 11, Logan Wilson. And we have the rest of the Spartans and their talented coaching staff, led by head coach Nick Biles. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to call your attention to the center of the field. It's our privilege to have the Huntington North Junior Army ROTC Flag Corps with us this morning to present the colors. So we welcome them to the field, and then we will have the playing of the national anthem.
And with that, we welcome you to the Huntington sectional here at Forest Glen Park in Huntington, Indiana. The Homestead Spartans taking on the Vikings of Huntington North. Homestead's going to be the home team for this particular game. Huntington North will be the visiting team, even though we are here in Huntington. Huntington North serving as the visiting team. We'll go ahead and give you the starting lineup for Huntington North. Marcus Linker will lead things off. He'll be followed by Wes Huff, Isaac Wilson, Cole Martz, who's the starting pitcher for today. Landon Moreland, the starting shortstop, bats fifth. Lawson Doyle bats sixth. He's the starting third baseman. Brady Harris will bat seventh. He will be followed by Jace Gunn, who's the DH for this particular game. And Jimmy Linker will round out the batting order for Huntington North, and they will be going against Logan Wilson. Now, Logan Wilson has a 2.1 ERA this year. He has struck out a grand total of 44 batters. He's got the second highest strikeout total of anybody on this Homestead roster. Now, he's behind Mason Weaver, who pitched on Wednesday night, and he pitched an absolute gem. A complete game shutout, only gave up one hit, and he struck out 16 batters. As I recall, he came into that game with 58 strikeouts, but he comes into this game, Logan Wilson comes into this game with 44 Ks on the season. There's a defense for Homestead. Brady Minnick starts over at first base. Starting at second base is Caleb Bradford. Alex Graber starts at third. Luke Neiswanger starts at short. Johnny Ankenbrook starts in left field. Jake Goody starts in center field. And Justin Goskowicz starts in right field. So here is Marcus Linker to lead things off for Huntington North. First pitch from Wilson is bounced to the left side. Graber's got it. Long throw, but a good one. One pitch, one out, with Huntington North at the dish so far. Alex Graber played very well at third base in the game against Columbia City. That was a huge win for Homestead because Columbia City came in with a record of 19-8. Of course, they're taking on the Eagles' conference rivals from the Northeast 8 Conference, Huntington North, who won the Northeast 8 Conference. And a competitive conference it was, with the likes of Columbia City and Norwell, and DeKalb had an improved season. Now DeKalb, they did win their first-round playoff game against Northrop. Now Northrop had a fairly good season under first-year head coach Austin Mannon. Now 11-12 was their record, but coming in with a new head coach, not a bad season for the Bruins. That's chip foul. Wes Huff, oh no, he's running down to first. That's going to be strike three, and Huff's going to beat it out. So Huff beats out the throw and advances on the strikeout and the wild pitch. And an early base runner for Huntington North. Now, to be honest, as I was watching that, I thought that he might have gotten a piece of that one.
Isaac Wilson.
And Wilson with the first pitch swinging, and he fouls it off. We'll take a look at that last replay and see if we can get a look at what happened here. Well, I tell you, that ball took an interesting direction. It sure looked like a foul ball, but not called one. That's off the plate. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count on Wilson. So the last at bat will go as a strikeout for Logan Wilson, even though Wes Huff did advance on the pitch getting away. But he's got Wilson in a 2-strike count, and he paints the corner for a called strike three. Well, you're coming off a game where Mason Weaver had 16 strikeouts. So far, Logan Wilson's got 2 of them. Cole Martz will come to the plate. Now, this is a pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Cole Martz, the starter for today. He did come in relief in the first-round game against New Haven. That one catches the inside corner, 0-2. Huntington North, a very much improved team. This is Jared Hamill's 4th year as the head coach. Obviously, there was the COVID year in 2020 where we didn't have baseball, so nobody was coaching then, but Hamill also took the year off in 2021, but then came back to coach with the Vikings the following season. So it's his second stint as head coach, and so far so good with the Vikings. That's popped up foul and out of play. Now, he's done a lot of games at Parkview Field in Fort Wayne this year, and obviously that's in downtown Fort Wayne. The surroundings here in Huntington, you might notice, are a lot different. A lot of woods, particularly surrounding the outfield. And even along the first baseline. So a foul ball or a home run, if somebody goes chasing after it, they may end up lost in the woods for at least a few minutes. Of course, I'm exaggerating. Might not necessarily be lost in the woods. Oh, he went. He tried to check his swing, but March strikes out. Essentially 3 strikeouts for Wilson, but the last 2 close out the inning, and Homestead will come to the plate when we return here on SummitCitySports.com and IHSAATV.org.
I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAFoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
No score as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Give you the lineup here for Homestead as they come to the plate for the first time. Caleb Bradford, the second baseman, will lead things off. He'll be followed by Alex Graber, the third baseman. Catcher Bryce Yoder bats third. Logan Tuttle, the designated hitter, will bat cleanup. Jake Goody, the center fielder, bats fifth. First baseman Brady Minnick bats sixth. He'll be followed by right fielder Justin Goskowicz. Goskowicz will be followed by the shortstop Luke Neiswanger. And Johnny Ankenbrook, the left fielder, will round out the batting order for Homestead. They will all go against Cole March. Now, March did pitch in relief in Huntington North's game against New Haven back on Wednesday. Ended up closing out the game. He didn't get the save, though he easily could have. He didn't give up a run in the inning that he pitched. Came on in relief of the lefty Wes Huff, who pitched 6 innings, and Huntington North had to battle back in that one. They were down 3-0 after giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning to New Haven, but after that, the combination of Huff and March through 6 straight scoreless innings as you get a look at Homestead. They are coached by Nick Bile. He was an assistant under Steve Sotier before he was promoted to head coach, and this Homestead program has been really a good baseball program for most of his career, as it was during the career of Steve Sotier. Now, the record this year is 16-9. Homestead has been battle-tested this year, including against teams from the Northeast 8. They've beaten both Norwell and Huntington North. Also beat Snyder from the SAC. Snyder being the co-SAC champions this year, along with Bishop Dwenger. Of course, Dwenger has been ousted from postseason play by Leo. Lions always a tough out when postseason comes around. As Caleb Bradford takes the ball upstairs. Also on Homestead's schedule this year were games against Fishers and Wapahani. They beat Wapahani but lost to Fishers, and also lost a doubleheader down in Indy against Cathedral. They had split that doubleheader at home last year, but got swept on the road this time. A 3-0 count to Caleb Bradford, trying to get the Spartans their first base runner of the game. Now, Alex Graber's on deck. We'll tell you a little bit about something he did, something pretty impressive in game number 1 when he comes up. There's ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to start us off. Well, Alex Graber against Columbia City ripped a triple into right center field. Going opposite field, he would have had it standing up, but he slid in just for good measure. First pitch swinging, and he tips that one into the glove. Mart's looking to bounce back from that 4-pitch walk just a moment ago. That was a strike. Throw back down to first. Bradford's in. And Brady Harris a little bit off the bag when he went to make the play, but it's an 0-2 count on the hitter Graber. And that pitch upstairs, it gets away. Bradford able to read it, and he'll take second standing up. So now you got a runner in scoring position if you're the Spartans. And again, we've seen Graber drive the ball to the opposite field. He drives this one into left center field, but that's down in the gap, and they are going to send Bradford, and he's got it standing up. Alex Graber gets the job done with an RBI single, and Homestead's up 1-0. Well, with an 0-2 count, Alex Graber able to drive in the run. An early base runner helps Sparty out. Now, Bryce Yoder does have some familiarity with this ballpark. Just 2 years ago, Homestead played 2 of their home doubleheaders here at Huntington, one against Hamilton Southeastern, the other against Snyder. It's a first pitch strike right on the corner. I believe it was in the Snyder doubleheader where Yoder hit his first home run of the season. And he checked his swing, or tried to, but couldn't hold up. Of course, Graber was just down 0-2 in his last count, as there is an arm warming up for Huntington North in the bullpen. I think that's Wes Huff. Looked like a 19 on his jersey, and Huff is a lefty. 1-2 up and away. Apparently it's number 14 for Huntington North, and that is Jackson Eckert. Here's a 2-2, and that's popped up foul and out of play. Yoder stays alive. Now, I mentioned along the first base line, there's a lot of trees out in foul territory. But you went out of play to the third base side, and you'll probably have to cross a creek and walk up a hill to get it. Two on the way, and that's upstairs. Yoder's got a full count and a dangerous hitter waiting on deck. Now, there's a lot of dangerous hitters in this Homestead lineup, but Logan Tuttle is the guy who's on deck. Popped him up. That's into left field. Marcus Linker ranging over. He's got it for the first out of the inning. So here's Logan Tuttle, who's hitting for the pitcher, Logan Wilson. Tuttle serving as the DH today, much like he did in game number 1 against Columbia City. Tuttle had a couple of hits in that game, including an inside the park home run. Total's got a .329 average coming into play as Isaac Wilson lost the ball. He was trying to throw down to first to pick off Graber. Pitch was a strike. It's 0-1. Isaac Wilson started at first. The first round game against New Haven. Starting behind the plate today. Look back to first, paying a lot of attention to Graber over there. .0-1 on the way, and that misses upstairs. Well, if Tuttle should reach, Jake Goody would be the next hitter. He's the leading run producer for the Homestead Spartans, though Tuttle pretty good in the run production department in his own right. Comes in with 16 ribbies this year. There's a 2-1 on the way, and that's down and away, 3-1. Well, this inning started with a walk to Caleb Bradford. March trying to battle back here with the 3-1 count. Will get a strike there, look to get the corner. So far, one run across for Homestead on the RBI single by Alex Graber. He remains at first. Swing and a miss. Graber got well off the bag. He's back to first, but a huge strikeout for Martz. And now Goody will come to the plate with a runner on first and two down.
For the Spartans, the center fielder, number 3, Jake Goody.
Jake Goody with 19 RBIs. He comes into this game with 3 home runs as well. Now, Homestead doesn't have a guy who's hitting double digits in home runs this year. 2 years ago, they did have that with Carter Matheson. He became the Dick Crumback Player of the Year in Northeast Indiana. So I recall Matheson had 15 home runs that year. He had a couple of them here in this ballpark, one against Hamilton Southeastern and another one against Snyder. Here's the 0-1 to Goody, and that's outside. One of those home runs not only went into the trees in right field, it went high into the trees. There's 1-1 to Goody, and he swings and misses. Goody might have been swinging for the trees there. And Jake is the brother of former Homestead basketball and football star Luke Goody. Luke now at Illinois, and by all accounts, he seems to be recovering from his injury that he suffered during his sophomore campaign with the Illini. Upstairs, the 2-2 count to Goody. Yeah, Luke, as I recall, did not play baseball in high school. He might have played Little League ball, might have even played in middle school, but I don't recall him being a part of Homestead baseball. But Jake, he's a senior. He's been a part of Homestead baseball for the last few years. Would have been a part of it in 2020, but we all know what happened that year. There goes Graber. Throw is high, and Graber is in with a stolen base. Wait the 3-2 pitch to Jake Goody. And that's up and away, ball 4. Goody will take first.
Now batting for the Spartans, the first baseman, number 15, Brady Minnick.
Brady Minnick will come to the plate. So for one hit this inning for Homestead, it was a run-producing hit by Alex Graber. And Minnick laces it up the middle. That'll get through. Graber coming home. He's in to score. Oh, no, he's not. Goody's tagged out. That run's not going to count. Goody was tagged out before Graber scored, and yes, they are waving off the run. What a huge play by the center fielder, Jimmy Linker, to gun him down.
Man had not crossed the plate prior to that.
We'll give you another look at that. That was about to be a little insurance RBI knock, but instead the run comes off the board. Well hit ball by Minnick. Just got it past Niswanger, but Linker comes up throwing, recognized immediately that Goody had gotten off the bag, threw right to second, and that was before the run scored, so the run does not count. So with that, first inning comes to an end. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching high school baseball, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. It's on IHSATV.org.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Well, first pitch is taken for a strike to Landon Moreland. As he gets set to lead off here in the top of the second, swing and a miss, and he goes down. That's going to be effectively the fourth strikeout of the game for Logan Wilson.
The third baseman, number 9, Lawson Doyle.
And Lawson Doyle will take one apparently on the corner for a called strike. There's the 0-1 to him and went down and away. Looked like he was trying to get him to chase a breaking ball, and he almost did. They do appeal, but the first base umpire says no, he did not swing. There's a 1-1, and that one gets away. Looked like it was just off the plate. Count will be 2-1 here on Lawson Doyle. Mason Weaver struck out 16 Columbia City Eagles in Wednesday's game. And right now, Logan Wilson has struck out technically 4 Huntington North Vikings compared to just 1 ground out. Now, one of those strikeouts was a wild pitch. Now, there's strike 3, second strikeout of this inning for Wilson. And that will send Brady Harris, the starting first baseman, to the plate for the Vikings with 2 down.
Brady Harris.
First pitch swinging, it's laced foul. That was just to the right of Brady Minnick. That was looking like extra bases for a second there. Bounding ball hit toward third. Graber charges. He's got it, throws across his body, and he got him. heck of a play by Alex Graber. Well, he's done all the fielding so far for Homestead, aside from Brady Minnick, of course, who's had to catch his throws. But what a great play by Graber at third. It deserves another look on our Traction AP replay. We'll give it to you. This is a bounding ball. Look for a moment like Harris might beat it out, but Graber makes the play. Wastes no time gunning down to first for the out. And that will take us to our next break as we go to the bottom of the second here on SummitCitySports.com and IHSAATV.org.
I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAFoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Well, a 1-0 lead for Homestead. Now, Homestead has been living by the strikeouts for most of this tournament, but Alex Graber with two good defensive plays over at third. The last one we just showed you has been his best of the game. As he came charging in on Brady Harris's ground ball. And beat Harris by about a step or maybe a step and a half with a throw. Justin Goskowicz, the leadoff hitter for this particular inning for the Spartans. Goskowicz batting in the number 7 spot for Homestead as the Spartans got 1 run on 2 hits. It was almost 2 runs. But Jimmy Linker's throw from center field to retire Jake Goody came before Alex Graber scored the run that would have made it a 2-0 lead. It's not a force play, but the tag was applied before the run scored, so the run, therefore, did not count. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that misses upstairs. Homestead did have a little bit of trouble getting runners in from scoring position against Columbia City. Now, they were able to get some runners in from scoring position, but they had a lot of opportunities. Now, part of that is because they have so many good bats in their lineup. Apologies there. We got a 2-1 count to Justin Goskowicz, and a swing and a miss make it 2-2. Goskowicz, Niswonger, and Ankenbrook do up. That's a ground ball hit to second. Sam Story with the throw. He got it by a half a step. What's the story, Sam? Story is I just gotten out.
Now batting for the Spartans, the shortstop.
We've seen some good defense from Homestead, but we've seen it from Huntington North from both center field and second base so far, as Luke Niswonger, who had an RBI in Homestead's win over Columbia City back on Wednesday, comes to the plate here. Now, Homestead has played Huntington North already this year. The Spartans won that one 16-5. So far, a close game. But with the bats that Homestead has, they could do a similar thing to just about anybody, except when they swing and miss, as Niswonger just did there. Of course, even when you swing and miss, you often get another chance. Here's a 1-1 to Niswonger. Oh, that's a good pitch. Good location by Marks. Make it 1-2. 1-2. Looked close, although Wilson did have to reach across his body to make the catch. It's going to be 2-2. That's on the corner. March paints it. Cole March with a backwards K, his second strikeout of the game. That'll send up the number 9 hitter, Johnny Ankenbrook. Johnny Ankenbrook, the son of John Ankenbrook, a former Homestead athletic director. Their athletic director nowadays is Robert Irwin. Swing and a miss. Johnny also on the basketball team at Homestead. Goes by Chris Johnson, longtime head coach, a former state champion. It's back in 2015. 0-2 the count to Martz. Trying to finish off a clean inning. The 0-2 on the way, swung on and missed. Martz with 2 Ks to close out the second. 1-2-3 go the Spartans as we go to the third inning here on IHSAATV.org. This game is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Leading off the top of the third for the Vikes will be the DH, number 22, Jace Gunn.
Here's Jace Gunn, the designated hitter, batting in Sam Story's spot. Now Story made a heck of a defensive play in the bottom half of that second inning. You might say, well, it was a putout from second base, but it was a close play, and Story was able to beat the runner Justin Goskowicz for the first out of the inning. Led to a 1-2-3 inning. That's after Homestead got 6 batters to the plate in the first and ended up getting a run on 2 hits. It was almost 2 runs. But Logan Wilson has been tough to hit for Huntington North. Only player who's reached base for them was Wes Huff, and that's when he struck out on a strike 3 pass ball, but that's not a pass ball. That's a clean strikeout. That's officially strikeout number 6 for Logan Wilson. Now here's Jimmy Linker. And we saw him make an outstanding play earlier defensively. We'll show that to you here on our Traction AP replay right now. This is with Brady Minnick at the plate. He laced a base hit into center field. Jake Goody got off the bag, stopped, came back to second, and was tagged out before Caleb Bradford could score the run. So Graber's run, Alex Graber's run did not count. We remain at a 1-0 lead for Homestead. Wilson did catch the zone. Linker tried to check his swing, but the pitch was a strike nonetheless. Here's Wilson's delivery. That's bounced toward third. It's going to be Graber who takes it. Sidearm throw. Are you kidding me? Every ground ball has gone to Graber, and so far so good for young Alex. The third baseman's 3 for 3, you might say. Here's Marcus Linker, Jimmy Linker's older brother. Jimmy is a freshman, Marcus a sophomore. I imagine that's something that Jared Hamill really likes. He's got 2 young guys in his starting lineup. Can help build this team even when the seniors go. Line drive hit into center field. It's down for a base hit. First hit of the game for Huntington North. I said Huntington North only had 1 base runner. That breaks up what had been a no-hitter for Logan Wilson. It matches the 1 hit that Columbia City got against the Spartans on Wednesday. Wes Huff, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. He puts it on the ground to second. The flip to short to end the inning. It's Bradford to Neiswanger to end the top of the third. Will take us to the middle of the third inning, and we will take you right there here in just a second. First, we're going to get a few words in from our sponsors that allow us to do these games that we get to do so often here on SummitCitySports.com. Big-Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions and enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big-Eyed Fish. Kelly Automotive Group celebrates their 75th year in business. Shop all 14 of their brands and visit them online at drivekelly.com. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. And a little correction here on Kelly Automotive Group. They're celebrating their 70th year in business, not their 75th. But do shop all 14 of their brands at drivekelly.com. Well, so far, most of the defense for Homestead has come from Logan Wilson. He's got 6 strikeouts. And so far, 3 groundouts to third. Alex Graber has made the plays in those situations, but moments ago, a ground out to Caleb Bradford at second to help close out the top of the third. And speaking of Caleb Bradford, he'll come to the plate right now. Bradford walked his last time up. Homestead got a run on 2 hits, a pair of walks in that first inning before going 1-2-3 in the second. Swing and a miss by Bradford. That one missed, 1-1. That's in there for a called strike. Bradford, of course, scored on Alex Graber's RBI single, also moved to second on a wild pitch. This is part of the Huntington sectional here at Huntington University. Swing and a miss as Bradford strikes out. And for Cole Martz, that's his 4th K of the game. Winner of this game faces the winner of our next game. That's Southside versus Wayne. Southside, some of their players are here already. They're over along the fence, along the right field line. If the Wayne guys aren't here yet, they'll probably be here soon. It's taken inside by Alex Graber for a ball. It's downstairs, 2-0. Graber drove in Homestead's lone run with an RBI single back in the first. Of course, Graber's been so good defensively at third base. A couple of nice putouts. That's in and out of the glove of Isaac Wilson. Here's a 2-1 delivery. And he went. He definitely went 2-2. Graber tried to check up his swing, but could not do so. Swing and a miss. 3 swings, 3 strikes. Cole Martz with another K. That will send Bryce Yoder to the plate. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the third for Cole Martz. Trying to keep the Spartans stuck with that 1 run. They put up 16 runs on Huntington North in the regular season. It's a 1-0 laced up the middle, and Yoder's got a knock. Third hit of the game for Homestead, a 2-out single. Spartans will put in a pinch runner. That's Brett Fox.
The courtesy runner at first base. Now batting, the DH, number 1, Logan Tuttle.
Tuttle 0 for 1 so far with a strikeout. He had that inside the park home run back on Wednesday night against Columbia City. Trying to do some damage. They throw back to first, and the throw's into the outfield. Fox hesitating. It's cut off. Was that Story from second? Yeah, that was Sam Story from second. Getting over to back up the throw. Good play by Story. Fox was about to go to second, but Story got to the ball quick enough, and Fox had to get back to the bag. He wanted a ways off the bag at the time of the pitch with a secondary lead. There goes Fox. Check swing. Looked like Tuttle went, but Fox has a stolen base. The Fox trots into second. It's an 0-2 count on Tuttle, but he's got a chance to get a run home. A little check swing, as I think Nick Bile might have had the hit and run on there. Martz will step off, and Wilson will come out to have a word with him. Logan Tuttle, a dangerous hitter. He's a guy who's batting .329 on the season with 16 RBIs, including his inside the park homer back on Wednesday. Looking to do some damage here with 2 outs. Brady Minnick almost did some 2-out damage in the first. And Tuttle still has a chance to do some damage after fouling that one off. Here's the 0-2 to Tuttle. There goes Fox. It's upstairs. Throw down to third. It's high. Fox is in. So after the single by Bryce Yoder, the courtesy runner Brett Fox has advanced an extra 180 feet. Ground ball to third. Backhanded by Doyle. His throw is in time to end the inning. Brady Harris with the stretch over there at first base to help close out the out as we'll go to the fourth. 1-0 Homestead. After this, you're watching high school sectional baseball on IHSAATV.org. It's brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Leading off, the visitors half of the fourth.
We go to the top of the fourth with Huntington North down 1-0 to Homestead. The Vikings do come to the plate here in the top of the fourth. Isaac Wilson, the leadoff hitter. And he laces that one into center field. Jake Goody backtracking, and he makes a catch. Isaac Wilson struck it well, but Goody fielding his position out there in center.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 1, Cole Martz.
We'll send Cole Martz to the plate. Martz 0 for 1. He struck out earlier in the ballgame. Logan Wilson pitching well. Martz going for the bunt, but he went right over top of it. It's the 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. Wilson's 0-2 is popped up, and that's going out of play. The 0-2 delivery laced into left field. That's a base hit. Second of the game for the Vikings. Well, they've got more hits than Columbia City got off of Homestead on Wednesday night. They just got one. And it's a single for Martz with one down. Tying run is aboard. Jackson Eckert's going to serve as a courtesy runner.
Jack Eckert. Now batting for the Vikings, the shortstop, number 2, Landon Moreland.
There's Landon Moreland coming to the plate for the Vikings. He takes that one inside for ball 1. It's interesting, Huntington North basically playing, well, definitely playing in their hometown, but they have not gotten to host, at least not as the home team, either of the games so far at this tournament. Visiting team against New Haven, visiting team against Homestead. Winner of this game gets the winner of Southside versus Wayne. Championship will be Monday. There's a 1-1, and that's in there for a called strike. Now, the winner of this tournament will play the winner of the Carroll sectional. We know that much. That'll be next Saturday for regionals. Now, we don't know where that regional will be hosted. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. First base was occupied. The throw down to second. Oh, not in time. Niswanger thought he had a strike him out, throw him out double play. Eckert's into second. Moreland strikes out. Here's Lawson Doyle, who had that great play over at third base to end the third. Brady Harris, of course, on the other end of that one. He had to stretch over there at first to get the out, but he got it. And Harris is on deck. It's taken inside for a ball. Doyle was a strikeout victim his last time up. Swing and a miss. That's off the plate. There's a 1-1 from Wilson on the ground to short. Niswanger off his glove. They're going to hold Eckert at third, but it's runners on the corners for the Vikings. Niswanger had it in his glove, but he couldn't hold on to it. Tying run is now 90 feet away. That will be an error on the Spartans. And Brady Harris, who I mentioned earlier, had that stretch at first on the throw from Doyle to get the final out of the third, comes up to the plate. Now, the significance of that play is that it kept the Spartans from stretching out their lead to 2-0 and allows Huntington North to tie the game with one swing. That's what Harris can do in this situation. Easily more base runners this game for Huntington North than Columbia City had on Wednesday night. Eagles had just one. I'm going to say Harris did not go on the appeal. It's a 1-0 count here. Wilson's throw. That catches the corner, 1-1. Wilson does have 7 strikeouts in this game. Has one of them this inning, but he misses outside with that one to make it 2-1. A golden chance for Harris to deliver a 2-out run. Kick in the 2-1, and that's downstairs 3-1. Vikings looking to continue the threat. They got Jace Gunn coming up. He gave Huntington North their first hit of the game against New Haven, a little seeing eye single up the middle. The 3-1 popped up foul, and that's going to skip over the mesh, and it's almost caught by one of the fans over there. That'll run the count full. Tying run 90 feet away for Huntington North. Wilson trying to keep that runner at third. More importantly, he's trying to finish off this inning scoreless. Go for the pickoff at third. Eckert got back. Now the only question is, which way did Wilson's foot go on that throw? We'll take a look at a little bit at that later. Too late to change it now. Here's the throw, swing and a miss. He gets a strikeout. Logan Wilson closes out the frame. But again, there is an issue at play here. It can't be reviewed, but we can take a look at it. They don't have review in high school baseball. But we will give you our Traction AP replay. Where did Logan Wilson step with his left foot? looked like he came just enough towards third, so no balk on that throw. And taking a look at that, because if Wilson crosses the, shall we say, I think it's a 75-degree angle, a 45-degree angle between third base and home plate. If his foot goes closer to home and he throws to third, that would be a balk. But from that look we just showed you, it looked like his foot went more toward the third base bag when he threw to third. So no balk. Had it gone towards home and he threw to third, that would be a balk. But that's not what happened. He went towards third and threw towards third. So it's a legal play, and of course he gets the strikeout to end the inning. Well, we've got a chance. We'll go ahead and give you a few words from some more of our sponsors that allow us to come out here. At Ottenweiler Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenweilerContracting.com to learn more. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, our players are equipped with elite-level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. A system and solution that fits your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. Well, at that, it's time to start the bottom of the fourth inning as Jake Goody will lead things off for the Spartans. Goody has walked already in this game. He's also been thrown out, overrunning the bag at second. Was tagged out to end the first inning, and that essentially took a run off the board. But Homestead still leads 1-0 as Logan Wilson gets a huge strikeout with runners on the corners. He actually got 2 strikeouts top of this fourth inning. There's the 1-0 to Goody. He takes that one outside. But he's batting .366 on the year. 19 RBIs, 3 home runs. He's ahead in this count 3-0. Cole Martz out there for his fourth inning of work. Martz has pitched a good outing to pitch around a couple of hits. In a situation with runners on first and second and a 1-0 deficit in the bottom of the first. Not sure if that hit Goody or not, but either way, if it didn't hit him, it's ball 4. And Brady Minnick will come up. Now, he had the base hit that almost gave Homestead that 2-0 lead, but now he comes up with a man on and nobody out here in the fourth. Minnick's hitting very well this year, .358, 9 RBIs. Does not have a home run, but when you look at him standing up there at the plate, looks like he's got some good size and maybe some good strength in that bat of his. It's a little breaking ball in there for a called strike. Martz started out the first inning with a 4-pitch walk to Caleb Bradford, only surrendered the 1 run. He's pitched 2 scoreless innings since. He's given up a total of just 3 hits. So Martz has been able to battle back after, you might call it a slow start. He's got a 1-1 count here to Minnick. Minnick's a junior. That one caught the bottom of the zone, 1-2. Here's Martz's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Might have tipped it into the glove. Doesn't matter. It's a strikeout. And Martz has his 6th strikeout of the game. And Justin Goskowitz will come up. Goskowitz 0 for 1. He grounded out to second. Sam Story made a throw that just beat him. Grounds it to Story again. Story almost lost his balance, but he makes the play. That does advance the runner, but Story ranging to his left away from second, able to make the throw. and able to keep his footing just enough. But now Homestead's got a man in scoring position. Luke Neiswanger will come to the plate.
Number 16, Luke Neiswanger.
First pitch misses up and in to Neiswanger. Neiswanger 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far. Did have an RBI against Columbia City. He awaits the 1-0, gets it, and it's on the corner for a called strike. Looked like that pitch had some tail to it. Now Wilson will have a little conversation with Martz. Martz, who struck out 6 batters in this game. Not short on strikeouts. We weren't short on strikeouts when Homestead played Columbia City either. Grayson Bradbury started out that game wheeling and dealing. Fortunately, I believe he was only able to go 5 2/3 innings when all was said and done. It's a decent outing as far as innings pitched is concerned, but Homestead was able to chase him from the game and win it 5-0. They've got a 1-0 lead here, and Neiswanger looking for some 2-out insurance. Swing and a miss. With a swing like that, he might have been looking for more than just an extra run of insurance. Maybe an extra 2. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Martz strands a runner at second to end the inning. And we'll go to the 5th here on this broadcast of sectional baseball on IHSAATV.org. It's brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
Sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
A lot of strikeouts today. 7 of them for Cole Martz and Huntington North.
Be the DH, number 22, Jace Gunn.
Now, technically, Logan Wilson has 8 strikeouts, although one of those came on a strike 3 pass ball that allowed Wes Huff to get to first. That's a base hit. Jace Gunn with a leadoff single just past the reach of Caleb Bradford. Well, Huntington North starting to find a way to hit against a good pitcher, and it looks like Jared Hamill might be bringing in Sam Story to serve as a courtesy runner. Well, Story has done a good job over at second base today. Made a couple of nice plays. Actually was falling away from his own body on the last putout he made, but he was able to make the putout anyway. Jimmy Linker, the freshman, is at the plate.
Now batting number 12.
Linker retired Jake Goody from center field, gunned him down as he had wandered off of second base, and stopped in his tracks. And he's going to bunt here, but he pops it right to that mesh. Linker, the number 9 hitter in the Viking order, trying to move Story into scoring position with that bunt. His brother Marcus waits on deck, and Jimmy got a piece of that one, but he fouled it off, and now in all likelihood the bunt is coming off. Now, sometimes teams will keep the bunt on with 2 strikes, but the risk of that is if you foul it off, it's a strikeout. It looks like Jimmy is going to swing the bat here, or going to look to swing the bat at the very least. Sam Story serving as the courtesy runner for Jace Gunn. Gunn is batting in Story's spot, by the way. That's a called strike. Logan Wilson right down the middle.
Next up for the Vikings will be the left fielder, number 10, Marcus Linker.
So here is Marcus Linker with a runner on first and 1 down. He does put it in play, right to third. Graber's only play is to first. He gets him. There goes Story. They're going to try and throw to third. Graber got well off the bag, and Story makes it into third. Are you kidding me? I think that was Bradford. No, that's Nicewanger who was chasing him from behind from short, trying to get the tag, but Story beats it. It's another good play by Alex Graber, but Sam Story heads up there as Graber, the third baseman, came in to try and make the throw. Story had an empty bag. And here's Wes Huff coming to the plate. Tying run 90 feet away. The Vikings had runners on first and third in the top of the 4th. Came up empty, but Huff with a chance. To try and get this game even at 1 apiece. Did I say Sam Huff there? It's a former NFL linebacker who played for the Giants. This is Wes Huff at the plate. He's got a 2-1 count. Interesting story regarding Sam Huff in his days with the Giants when Tom Landry was their defensive coordinator. One of Landry's defensive linemen tackled a running back right at the line of scrimmage, and Landry went up to the lineman and said, in his best Texas accent, swing and a miss. Huff goes down swinging. We'll keep that story right here as Wilson gets the strikeout. Now, the story with Sam Huff that I was sharing. The story goes that when Sam Huff was playing for the Giants and Tom Landry was their defensive coordinator, one of the Giants' defensive linemen tackles a running back right at the line of scrimmage. And instead of giving him congratulations, Landry comes up to him and said, that play was for the middle linebacker to make. Middle linebacker being Sam Huff. And so the next play, lineman let the running back go, and Huff just dropped him right at the line of scrimmage. Bone-crunching tackle by Sam Huff. But moments ago you just saw Wes Huff strike out there. And again, with a runner in scoring position, Logan Wilson is able to strand him. Well, if we got a chance, we'll go ahead and get a few more words in from some of our sponsors that allow us to do these games that we get to do on SummitCitySports.com. Are you ready to do what it takes to put your past behind you, whether it's expunging your criminal record or helping to get your driver's license reinstated? If so, Jolly Law Firm is your answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration provides top-notch commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu for more. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We serve every level of athlete with our integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about our services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com.
Pitch hitter, number 10.
We're going to get a pinch hitter here for Homestead. This is Mason Weaver. I believe he's batting in Johnny Ankenbrook's spot. Mason Weaver was the starting pitcher on Wednesday night. He threw those 16 strikeouts in a complete game shutout. Weaver's batting .297 on the season. He laces that one to center field, but it's an easy catch. A can of corn for Jimmy Linker. Well, the average will go down for Weaver, but that was a hard-hit ball if there ever was one.
Now batting the second baseman.
And now Caleb Bradford will step in. Still a 1-0 lead for Homestead. Had chances to add to their lead, but Bradford looks at a called strike. Alex Graber waiting on deck for the Spartans. That's inside. Alex Graber has driven in the Spartans' only run of the game. That one missed inside. 2-1 on Bradford. It was Bradford who scored that run, and it helped Homestead out since he was able to advance to second on a wild pitch. He laces that one right toward the Huntington North dugout. I hope that didn't hit anybody. Looks like everyone's okay. 2-2 the count on Bradford. Now the Wayne Generals make their way behind home plate. They'll be taking on Southside in our next game. Winner of that game gets the winner of this game in the sectional championship this coming Monday. And we will wish you an early Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day weekend as well, as Bradford pops that one up. It's going out of play. A lot of high school graduations, I do believe, taking place this week. Some of them have already taken place. Just got word Huntington North is tomorrow. Having graduation on a Sunday, huh? Time called by Isaac Wilson. Here's a 2-2. And Bradford got a piece of it, stays alive. Do know that Southside is coached by Will Corson Carr. Wayne is coached by Tony Amstutz. That's down and in. Wayne played Homestead in the sectional championship here at Huntington last year. It was the Spartans who won. They're coming off 2 consecutive sectional championships. Oh, that's on the corner. Marks painted it beautifully. And the 2 down, Alex Graber will come to the plate for Homestead. Graber with the only Homestead ribby of the game, his 12th of the season. Graber, the younger brother of former Homestead girls basketball star Sydney Graber. That's right down the pipe, 0-1. Sydney was one of the top scorers on Homestead's girls basketball team back in the 2019-2020 season. The girls, of course, got to finish up their basketball season. They got to crown state champions in 2020 before the pandemic. Well, not necessarily before the pandemic hit, but before the shelter-in-place started in 2020. Swing and a miss as Graber might have gotten a piece of it as it goes in and out of Wilson's glove. Now, Homestead did not win a state championship in girls basketball that year, but they had a great season, just 2 losses total. Sydney Graber a big part of that, so was Riley Parker, so was Ayanna Patterson. She was a sophomore on that team, and she's gone on to be Miss Basketball in the state of Indiana just a year ago. And now she's over at the University of Connecticut. Great women's basketball program that is. 1-2 the count on Alex Graber, and he takes upstairs. If Graber were to reach, Bryce Yoder would be the next man up. And Graber fouls it off. So far, just 1-1-2-3 inning pitched by Martz today. However, he's only allowed the 1 run and 3 hits. His defense has not committed any errors. We do have 1 error against Homestead so far. That was Johnny Ankenbrook. It was Luke Neiswanger who committed that one. Ankenbrook's out in left field. There's the 2-2, and Graber stays alive. It's a hard swing that Graber has. We've seen him drive the ball. It was a hard hit ball to left center field that got Homestead their only run so far today. He also had a well-hit triple to the gap in right center on Wednesday against Columbia City. He'll stay alive as that pitch misses outside. And Graber called time. It was just a short motion to the right hand. So often you see hitters, when they battle on with all these foul balls, a lot of times they get rewarded. We'll see if that happens here. Instead, it's Martz who gets rewarded with a strikeout. Cole Martz with back-to-back strikeouts to close out the 5th, a 1-2-3 inning for Huntington North. And we'll be back in just a moment. You're watching high school baseball on IHSATV.org. It's brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAFoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Homestead leads it 1-0. A big 1-2-3 inning pitch moments ago by Cole Martz. He's kept Homestead off the board ever since they scored the game's first run back in the first inning, as this ball is on the corner for a called strike from Logan Wilson, who's out there for his 6th inning of work. It's Isaac Wilson who's at the plate. He takes that one down and away. One delivery, bounced, foul. Yoder gets the bare hand on it in foul territory. Down and away. Wilson delivers. Bounding ball hits a third. Graber charges. He's got it. Sidearm throw. Got him. Alex Graber putting on a show over there at third base. And he's got the only RBI in this game so far. That'll send Cole Martz to the plate. Now, in one case, that great defense on the part of Alex Graber almost cost him. Came up to make a play, made a good throw to first, But Sam Story saw that Graber had come off the bag at third and immediately went for third and got in safely. Luke Neiswanger, try as he might, was not able to tag him out. Martz fouls this one out of play, and he's got an 0-2 count. Now, Wilson has been pitching a pretty good outing tonight. Technically, he's got 10 strikeouts, but one of those strikeouts ended on a pass ball, allowed Wes Huff to make his way to first base. Martz choking up quite a bit on that bat. 1-2 the count. Here's Wilson's delivery. Called strike 3. I tell you what, that looked like it was down and in. But it'll go as a strikeout for Logan Wilson. That will send up Landon Moreland. Landon Moreland starting at shortstop today. Starting at third is Lawson Doyle, and he's on deck. Doyle had a good play at third earlier in the game. This one's taken upstairs, 1-0. Huntington North trying to get the tying run on the board before we get to the 7th inning. They could get a man on base here with Moreland. He's ahead in the count 2-0. But that time, Wilson able to catch the corner. They've already had one complete game shutout, Homestead has. That was Mason Weaver who threw that. Weaver came in as a pinch hitter earlier this game. That's down and away. Oh, they're going to say that Moreland swung. We might just get another look at that. But it's a 2-2 count as it stands. As Wilson delivers, that's in the dirt. We will give you another look on our Traction AP replay. It's close. Moreland might have gone. Maybe just barely got across that plane. That's ball 4. And Landon Moreland gets a 2-out base runner for the Vikings. And that will send Lawson Doyle to the plate. The tying run is on. Doyle 0 for 1. He reached on an error at short by Neiswanger.
For the Vikings will be the third baseman, number 9, Lawson Doyle.
Wilson catches the strike zone there, make it 0-1. Winner of this game gets the winner of Wayne versus Southside. That'll be on Monday afternoon, a 1 o'clock start, right here at Forest Glen Park in Huntington, and that one hits Doyle. And the Vikings are threatening with 2 down here in the 6th. Brady Harris will come to the plate. Now Harris, when he was up last time, he had runners on the corners. Coach Skelton coming out to have a little word with Logan Wilson. Well, Harris had runners on first and third his last time up, but he struck out as Logan Wilson was able to end that threat back in the 4th. Now 2 innings later, he's facing Harris again. And is that Nick Bile running out towards his bullpen? Homestead, they're using the home bullpen out there behind the left field fence. Huntington North, they're using the visitors' bullpen, which is right next to the visitors' dugout here at Forest Glen Park. That looked like Bile running out there to the home bullpen. Kind of an interesting bullpen arrangement here at Forest Glen. I mean, it's kind of cool that you see the bullpen out behind left field, which is pretty common these days in Major League Baseball, but you also get the old school type of bullpen next to the dugout. First pitch strike to Harris, but Harris has ducks on the pond and a runner in scoring position here. Chance to tie the game. A 1 on the way. He lifts that one down the line. It's going foul. and it's going to drop right along that warning track. That was a long run for Justin Goskowitz. But he's going to, in the end, watch it drop. But an 0-2 count on Harris. Logan Wilson trying to get out of trouble, much like he did in the fourth. The situation there was runners on the corners. The situation here is runners on first and second. Harris looking to break through and get the tying run across. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Wilson does it again. Another K for Wilson to end a threat. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth inning here at Forest Glen Park. 1-0 Homestead. And while we have a moment, we will get a few more words in from our sponsors that allow us to do these games that we get to do so often here on SummitCitySports.com. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it is game on. We are the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes with specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more. Well, Cole Martz is out there for his sixth inning of work. Logan Wilson just completed his. Wilson now 6 innings pitched. And in this game, he has struck out a grand total of 12 hitters in the game. No runs surrendered, 3 hits surrendered. He has hit a batter. He's also walked a couple of them. For Cole Martz, he has struck out a grand total of 9 hitters in this game. 3 hits surrendered, 1 run surrendered. A couple of walks. He has not hit a batter, as Bryce Yoder will come up to lead things off in the bottom of the sixth. Yoder 1 for 2 with a single. He's also popped out to left field. Takes that one foul, or takes that one off the plate, rather. So the big question is, regardless of what happens in this inning, will it be Logan Wilson out there for his 7th inning of work? The Spartans have already had a complete game shutout, courtesy of Mason Weaver back on Wednesday against Columbia City. That's a strike on the inside corner. Southside and Wayne coming up. Scheduled to start at 1 p.m. And that's lifted foul, and that's going up on a hill. There's the 2-2 to Yoder. He backed away, but it's on the corner, called strike 3. Yoder did not like the call, but Martz gets him rung up.
Stepping to the plate for the Spartans will be the DH, number 1.
That'll send Logan Tuttle to the plate. Tuttle had that inside the park homer back on Wednesday night. First pitch swinging, and he fouls it off. When he got home, he was tagged by catcher Eli Platt, but Platt dropped the ball, so the run scored for Tuttle. I believe that was Tuttle's 3rd homer of the year. Here's the 0-1. Haven't seen anybody actually leave the yard with a home run in this tournament, though Homestead does have some guys who can do that. 1-2 to Tuttle. Lifted to the other foot. to the opposite field, rather, and that's a long run, but making the catch is Wes Huff and right. Tuttle showing some of that opposite field power, but Huff able to track it down, and now here comes Jake Goody, the lefty.
Now batting for the Spartans will be the center fielder, number 3, Jake Goody.
Now if Goody were to reach on this at bat, Brady Minnick would be the next hitter, and that's the only back-to-back lefties in the Homestead lineup. They've got 4 lefties total. Only 2 of them hitting back-to-back. That's Goody and Minnick. You got Bradford hitting left-handed at the leadoff spot. Oh, excuse me, check swing there by Goody, and he fouls it off. Bryce Yoder in the 3 spot, also batting left-handed. Here's the 0-1 to Goody. Caught the corner. And Martz looking for his second consecutive 1-2-3 inning. He's had 2 1-2-3 innings total in this game. Here's a delivery. It's off the plate. Infield not necessarily playing Goody to pull here. Middle infielders at a regular depth. Corner infielders not right on the bag, but fairly close to it. That one runs inside. Count will go even, 2 apiece. We just got word that was pitch number 100 for Cole Martz. It's his 6th inning of work. He's already pitched 5 2/3 officially. Make it 6 total as he strikes out Goody to end the 6th. Cole Martz getting the job done. Able to keep it at a 1-run ball game, but this will be the last chance for the Vikings. We will be right back in just a moment here on SummitCitySports.com and IHSATV.org.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Well, you might not have heard the song that was just playing a moment ago, but somebody will be dancing when this game's all said and done. It'll either be Homestead or Huntington North. We have a pinch hitter coming to the plate for Huntington North. This is Max Robrock. He'll be hitting in Jace Gunn's spot. By the way, the song that was playing just coming into the break moments ago was Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody. I believe that is Logan Wilson still out there. This would be his 7th inning of work. It's off the plate. And indeed that is Wilson, 1-1 the count. Oh, that looked off the plate. It's called strike 2. Pitch did have some tail to it, but it didn't look like it tailed that much. Here's a 1-2 from Wilson. That's down in the dirt. Wilson trying to make it back-to-back complete games for the Spartans. Mason Weaver got one of those on Wednesday night against Columbia City. Oh, he got it. A breaking ball curves right back in, and Wilson gets the strikeout. That'll send the 9-hole hitter Jimmy Linker to the plate. Jimmy Linker, a freshman. Jared Hamill's got to be happy about having a good young center fielder who could be here for the next few years. His brother Marcus starting in left field today. Marcus is a sophomore. You got a sophomore and a freshman starting in the outfield for you. Jared Hamill probably very excited to see what he gets from these two hitters in the coming years. Marcus is on deck, by the way. 2-0 the count on Jimmy. That one missed upstairs. 3-0. On the way, and that's on the corner. Wilson able to stay alive. Just got word that that's the 95th pitch of the game for Logan Wilson. Bounding ball. Who's got it? It's Graber. The throw. Sidearm. Got it. Sliding in is Linker, but he's not in time. The throw beats him. But Alex Graber with another putout from third. The Vikings are down to their last out as Marcus Linker, Jimmy's older brother, comes to the plate. A sophomore left fielder trying to cash in and get the Vikings a base runner. Ground ball left side, diving stab. Nice swinger to his feet, but Linker beats it out. A two-out infield single. Marcus Linker keeping hope alive for the Vikings. Linker had a single back in the third inning, a two-out single, and now Wes Huff comes up with a man on and two down. Vikings have threatened a number of times in this ballgame. That's inside. 1-0 the count. Up and away, 2-0. If Huff advances, Isaac Wilson would be the next hitter. See if they put on any kind of hit and run here. Well, so far not the case. 3-0. And now Bryce Yoder will have a word with Logan Wilson. Homestead has had some guys warming in the bullpen. They do have a guy out there right now. Hard to tell who it is, though. Looks to be a lefty. Mason Weaver threw a complete game back on Wednesday night against Columbia City, a 19-8 and now 19-9 Columbia City team. This Huntington North team 16-3. They won the Northeast 8 Conference by a game over Norwell. Norwell had a good season in their own right. That's on the corner. Wilson found the zone that time. There's Jared Hamill, who knows this ball field well. He's a Huntington University graduate. I believe he was batting over 300 his senior season. His brother Jamin also went here, started as a freshman. On the ground, foul ball. And the assistant coaches for Huntington North seals it with his glove. And now the Vikings down to their last strike. Jared Hamill, also a Huntington North graduate. Basically, you could say Huntington baseball is in Hamill's blood. He's also an assistant principal at Huntington North High School. 3-2 the count on Huff. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. There's your ball game. Logan Wilson finishes off a complete game shutout. And Homestead is going to the championship.
An outstanding ball game between Huntington North and Homestead. Congratulations.
The Homestead Spartans take down two consecutive Northeast 8 Conference foes to get to the championship game.
Wilson
Now they're going to take on a team from the Summit Athletic Conference in the championship. It's either going to be Wayne or Southside. They'll play each other here in about half an hour. And it'll decide who the Spartans will play in that championship game coming up on Monday at 1 o'clock. It's time to award our Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game. That's right, we're going to recognize two guys. Logan Wilson throws the complete game shutout. And also Alex Graber drives in the lone run and makes several plays over at third base. Graber and Wilson, your Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game. That's going to do it for Game 1 here at Huntington University. We will be back in about half an hour as Wayne takes on Southside. For my cameraman Josh Butts, this is Thad Goff. Please join us in half an hour back here on IHSATV.org and SummitCitySports.com.
Archers and the Wayne Generals.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts, all with a 99% career success rate.
You belong here.
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 I belong here.
Has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching,
Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then, too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier, too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with Gym Rat's basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
In 4 years, this could be you!
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts.
You belong here!
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years.